Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. First of 2017, so Happy New Year. This one is Lily O'Brien's Orange Chocolate Ganache. Passionate about chocolate she is apparently. Sounds an Irish company, and on the back it does have an Irish address. Yes, I saw these in the supermarket the other day and I thought they sounded a bit different and they looked very nice indeed. Very lovely, look at that. So little sort of circular tokens, I guess, with lovely, what to be orange flavoured chocolate ganache in the middle, I assume. It says on the back, smooth chocolate ganache infused with Brazilian orange oil smothered in irresistible milk chocolate. So yes, for you, you had me at chocolate, but the rest of it certainly sounds perfect. So yeah, brilliant. So let's have a look. Yeah, so basically, I mean, there's a lot of air in this bag, though. I can tell you that. It's quite, I can't really fold it that well. I can already tell you that there's probably only this high full of the stuff. But there we go. It looks a nice looking package, really. I think you can see. Quite like the design on it. Not too dramatic on the back, but I quite like the colours. It's that matte finish is quite nice. Yep. So let's sort of see. What does it say? So it's basically it's a 120 gram bag. So it says per piece, and it says 10 grams. So there's 12. Yeah. So there's 12 of them in here. So it's quite accurate actually. That's pretty good. I'm quite impressed with that. 52 calories a piece. 3 grams of fat. 1.8 of which are saturates. So I quite like that. It's just the first one ever, I think, that's really told you specifically what's actually in it, and that's quite good. So you not only know there's 12 counters in there, you know exactly how many calories are in each one. So yeah, so it's 52. Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, it's 52 calories. Okay. Right, so let's give it an open. It's a bit of a, I think it's a resealable pack. It's one of those where you tear the top and it doesn't actually open it. Okay, though. Yes, it is resealable. It's got one of these quite. Yeah, I thought it was one of these sort of fancy Velcro things, but it's just a resealable, one of those typical ones you get. So let's see if we do indeed get 12. Nice. They smell very nice. Again, a very lovely orangey smell. Yes, there is 12 in there, so it's pretty good. So this is what looks like a very big chocolate button, Cadbury's chocolate button. No real design on them. Let's give it a snap. I'll tell you what, I'll measure it first before we. So diameter wise, it is about 4.5 centimeters. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think it's quite a perfect circle, but we'll let them off. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a snap. Okay, so it's not overly liquidy. You can see, so it's not like a big caramel that's just sprung down. It does look, does look quite appetizing. There's a lovely orange smell coming from. Obviously, it's that synthetic orange smell, but it's still pleasant. Yeah, so very nice. So let's give it a taste. It's different actually. I expected it to be very much like any typical orange flavoured chocolate, Terry's chocolate orange or something like that, but it's not really. It's kind of the chocolate's quite nice. It's quite it's a regular chocolate, I'd say. It's nothing. It's not a creamy chocolate particularly, or it's not a. It's a nice chocolate, if you know what I mean. I'd say it's somewhere between. I'm trying to think really. I'd say it's quite, it doesn't stand out. It's not particularly creamy. It's not particularly dry. So you've got just a good solid chocolate there. I do like it. And the ganache itself on the inside, it's a very subtle orange taste you get from it. It's quite a nice creamy texture on it, so it's nice to eat. It's like a cream from the inside of a chocolate, but very subtle. There's not much of it there. And the orange taste is quite subtle, really. Yeah, I'd say perhaps it's a bit too subtle, the orange taste. I think you don't get much of that orange taste at all, really. But I would say eating one of these is very nice. I do like eating it, but I wouldn't say it's very orangey. The chocolate's nice. Again, it's just a bit average. It's more about the textures. I think it's just nice to eat as it is. Textures is lovely. The cream texture, as I say, is nice. The chocolate's nice. It's got a nice snap to it. But it's soft, sort of delicate chocolate, but not overly creamy like a Belgian chocolate or what have you. Obviously with these things, I mean, you could do all sorts with these. You can see they're not quite consistent size, but obviously they're dripped down presumably, or I don't know how they're covered, but you can see where it's probably dripped on to form a sphere as it kind of dries. You could do all sorts here. I mean, you could have them as a little sandwich like that, and perhaps even put some chocolate spread in the middle. You could do all sorts of these, and they'd be very nice. Obviously, reviewing them as they are, without getting too carried away. Yeah, I'd say it's a bit average, really. I mean, I think they're really nice, but they just don't really taste of much. If you know, there's not really a strong orange taste. You get a lovely orange smell as you open the packet, and it's still there now, but I've got used to it a bit more. But I would say, I'm not getting an overly great strong orange flavour from these. Not as much as I would get from a Terry's chocolate orange or any other chocolate orange that I've had, really. But the ganache itself tastes nice. It's a lovely texture. I like the crunch and I like having that on the inside. It's not overly. There's not loads of it, so it's not like having a strong caramel or other sort of creams you've had in chocolates before, most likely. So I do like it, but I just don't think it quite does what it says it would do. Really, it's a bit too subtle, I think. So I think a 3.5 out of 5 for me. But having said that, I do really like them, and I'd quite happily eat all these. But I just don't think it's that strong an orange taste, really. And I think if you were getting these, you'd probably want something a bit stronger than that. But I do really like them, and I would quite happily eat all of these, no problem at all. So with that in mind, I am being probably a bit overly critical and just emphasising the orange part. But as they are, if you hadn't told me they were sort of specifically orange, I'd probably give them a 4. They are. They're very nice. I just think perhaps there's a missed opportunity there, but maybe they're just a bit too subtle. Maybe that's a good thing. If you don't want anything too overly orangey, but just want that subtle taste, and then these are probably for you actually. So maybe they're just not quite for me. But as I say, I do think I could quite happily eat 2 of these at a time. And you could go through the lot quite quickly, I think. Very dangerous. Oh dear. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that review. Yes, as I say, happy 2017. Or if you're reading this in future years, or listening to this in future years, sorry, happy 2018 or whatever, 2000 something. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, and this, that, and the other. Like my video, and this, that, and the other again. And let me know what you think, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Okay, take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye.